What's up, everybody? Today we have a good video for you. As you can see, we have some PSA returns. We've been waiting for these returns for a while. Back in July, as part of their promotion, I sent in 20 cards to PSA. These were all cards that I thought had a good shot at PSA 10s, and I'm hoping that we get mostly 10s today. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a couple of 9s too, but you know what? That's fine too. So let's get right into it. All right, guys. Our first card looks like we have some good centering. Not a lot of damage to the corners. I actually don't see any damage to the corners. So it looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and turn it around and let's see what kind of grade we got. Oh, a PSA 10 Charizard from the Classic Collection of Celebrations 25th Anniversary. Look at that. I actually sent two of these to get graded, so we should have another one coming up. And I'm excited that we got a 10 on this. All right, guys, our first 10. Let's go ahead and keep going. Here we go. Another really good looking card. I don't see any dings or damage to the corners. Centering looks good. Let's see what this is. Oh, another PSA 10. Our second Charizard from the Classic Collection. Guys, I'm super excited we got this as a PSA 10. Let's move on to the next one. This one also looks good. Looks like there's a little bit of damage to the card right there. I'm not sure if that's part of the plastic or if it's in the card itself. Centering looks good. Everything else looks pretty good about the card. Let's see what it is. Oh, my Sylveon GX, it got a 9. It's slightly off center from top to bottom, but not really that much. I don't think enough to warrant a 9. Either way, a 9 is awesome. So let's go ahead and keep going. Another really good looking card. Edges look good. Corners look good. Centering in the back look good. From the back at least, it has a good shot out of 10. Let's see what it is. Guys, we got another 10. Also from Celebrations, this is Gold Mew. And I'm excited to get this one as a 10, guys. Look at that. All right, this is our third 10. So far, 3 10s and 1 9. I think we're doing pretty good. Let's keep going. Guys, this is another really nice looking card. It's a little bit dirty, but that looks like it's in the plastic, not the card. So hopefully we have another 10 in our hands. Let's see. Look at that. The Pikachu from the figure collection. I'm actually surprised that this got a PSA 10 because I didn't pull this card. I looked for a long time for a really good copy of this card, and I sent it in just hoping that I can at least get a 9. And the fact that it got a 10, I'm super excited about it. All right, let's keep going. Okay, another good looking card in the back. Slightly off centering from left to right. It's not too much. I've seen PSA 10s with worse centering, to be honest. So this looks to be okay. Let's see what it is. PSA 10 Starmie V Trainer Gallery. Look at that. Beautiful card. All right, guys, let's keep going. This one looks pretty good. I don't see a lot of damage to the card. There's a small little ding in the bottom right. But besides that, centering looks okay. Everything else looks pretty good. What do we got here? All right, guys, our second PSA 9. This is Pikachu from the Cosmic Eclipse. Let's go ahead and move on. All right, guys, another solid card. Centering looks a lot better on this one. Let's see what it is. PSA 10 Umbreon VMAX Trainer Gallery from Brilliant Stars. Look at that. Let's go ahead and move on. All right, guys. Next one looks pretty good. I don't see much damage to this card. Well, actually, I don't see any problems with the back. Let's see what we have here. Oh, this is awesome, guys. Rayquaza V alternate art. I can't believe I got a 10. Funny story about this card. I got this card from one of those packs that come with a little booklet. I had bought that and it was just sitting in my closet for about maybe 4 months before I pulled it out and opened the pack, and this was in it. So imagine that if I had never opened that, and it was still sitting with the rest of my sealed collection, I would have never known I had this. Let's keep going, guys. Let's see what else we can get. I'm having a hard time focusing the camera. Here's the next one. Also looks like we might have a good shot for this one to be a 10, at least from the back. Let's see what we have. PSA 10 Articuno alternate art from Chilling Reigns, guys. This card actually does not belong to me. I got this card graded for somebody else. When I saw them pull this card and I inspected it, I had a really strong feeling it was going to get a 10. So I told them, let me grade it for you. I think you're going to get at least a 9, but more than likely a 10. And sure enough, PSA 10, I'm sure he's going to be excited. Um, let's go ahead and move on. Okay, guys, this is the next one. Looks good. I don't see anything. I think this is just, yeah, that was just dust on the slab itself. But centering looks pretty good. Corners look okay. Let's see what we have. Celebi PSA 9 alternate art from Fusion Strike. I don't understand why this one got a 9. I don't see anything in the edges. I don't see anything in the corners. Looks like there's a little bit of a ding right there, but it's so small that I don't think that should warrant a 9. This should, in my opinion, should still be a 10. One of my favorite artworks. But let's move on. Again, guys, I apologize if the camera is going on and off focus. Let's move on to this card that looks a little bit better, but the centering looks off. It could be a 9. Let's see. Yep. Rapid Strike Inteleon VMAX alternate art, PSA 9. I can see based on the centering at least, it is a little bit off. Let's go ahead and move on, guys. All right, guys, next card. Again, noticeably more off center from left to right. I don't see damage to the corners, at least right now. Let's turn it around and see what it is. PSA 9 Glaceon V alternate art. I mean, I guess I don't see nothing really wrong with the card, but slightly off center, I guess, enough to warrant a 9. But for now, let's see what we got next. All right, guys, another card with decent centering, at least from the back. It looks like it could be a 10. So let's see what we have here. Oh, this is my Charizard EX from Evolutions. Well, Evolutions, I will say that it's harder to grade. I do know that the quality was not super great in this, so maybe somewhere there's a print line or an issue. But when it comes to centering, it looks good. I can see maybe a little bit thicker on the left side, but not quite sure if that was the issue. Yeah, a little bit thicker on one side than the other, but very, very, very minute. All right, guys, looks like we have a pretty good card right here. I don't see anything that's really wrong with it, at least not right off the top of my head, but let's see what it is. PSA 9 Reshiram and Charizard GX Tag Team. I thought this had a solid shot at a 10, but there must be something wrong with it. All right, guys, next up, good looking card. Some dust right here, I think. That might be inside of the, I don't know if that's part of the card or the plastic, but there's some whitening right there. If that's just dust inside of the case, then this does have a shot at a 10, at least from the back. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Our next 10. I was getting nervous. We were getting a lot of 9s for a little bit. But we have a Shining Arceus Hollow from Shining Legends. Looks like the Pokemon God rewarded me with a 10. Let's keep going, guys. All right, next up. Looks good. Centering is a little bit off from left to right. Top to bottom might be slightly off too. It looks slightly thicker on the top. Let's see what we have here. Oh wow, look at that. PSA 10 Radiant Charizard. So this kind of shows you that centering is a little bit sometimes they forgive it, sometimes they don't. And I do have one more of these coming up because I know I submitted two. Let's see if it's up next. Let's see if I can get it in focus. All right, we finally got it in focus, guys. Um, Similar to the last one, left to right is a little bit thicker. Top to bottom also a little bit thicker from the top to the bottom. Let's see. And it's also, nope, actually we got a 9 on this one. This is not too different from the other one, but the centering in the front actually looks noticeably different. So I can see why this one might get a 9 versus the other one that got a 10. Definitely centering is really similar, but on the 9, left to right does look a little thicker, so maybe that was the difference from a 9 to a 10. Let's go ahead and keep going, guys. One of the only Japanese cards that I submitted, I already know what this is going to be. Um, let's just go ahead and turn around and take a look at them. PSA 9 Unagaba Pikachu. I knew this was going to be hard to grade because there's so much holographic on it. If you can see, it's a reverse holo. So this one's a 9, and I have one more coming up. All right, guys, last card. Uh, we already know what it is. Centering looks good in the back. No damage to the corners. Let's turn around and see how we did on this one. There you go. PSA 10. So at least one of my Pikachu Unagabas got a 10. Again, this card is really hard to grade because it's a reverse holo. So it could easily have any kind of damage to the like print lines or scuffing, which could make it go down. But there you go. We got a 10 and a 9. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys saw anything that I missed, feel free to comment down below. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thank you.